Yo, what's up guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be teaching you 5 tips and tricks that can help you improve and learn more about MX bikes. Um, this game's a lot about the I don't know, it's a lot about the mechanics of the game, but it's also a lot of how much you play it. I have 900 hours on the game and just got better over time. Just playing the game makes you better. That's one thing I like about this game, is that just playing the video game will help you get better all around in all aspects. So let's move on to tip 1 that I found that helps you improve. And for tip 1, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a cornering tip. It's only made for some corners, but it works for plenty of tracks along the way. You don't have to hit the corner with the rut. Like if I were to jump down inside, come into here, come in so slow, bank off that right there, go back up the hill. It's not the slowest thing ever, but it's also not the fastest. So what you're going to want to do on this corner is you're going to like go down to the right side and you're going to kind of apex it without trying to use that rut too much. So you don't want to take the rut at its original angle. What you want to do is kind of shorten the corner and make it ride a little bit better for you. So if you're doing like this right there, so much faster, and you're just rolling through it, and you've got a better drive for going up that hill. Then come down this hill, and then you do the same thing, kind of just apex it, come in wide, don't even really take the corner, and it'll just help you shorten out the corners. Alright, on to tip number 2. What you're going to want to do is when you're casing something like this right here, see how when you just hit it, you bounce. You bounce a lot. What you want to end up doing is once you come out of this corner right here, shift up into third, you want to put that front wheel up and stand up when you land. That's going to do, it's going to absorb all of the bounce and everything up the hill. And that way you're landing with your, like, it's okay to case with like your back wheel in the air and you're standing. Also, sorry to stop it on this freeze frame right here, but my mic was really close to my face this whole video, so sorry for the bad quality on the mic and whatever. Like this right here, if I just want to absolutely launch it, just keep my front up, stand when I land, and I'll be okay to make it up the hill. And here's another place that the case, when you stand and lean your front up, works. Right there, it helps a lot. And yeah, that's just another place where it's effective. That one was nice, quick, and easy. And then the next tip will start right here. What you want to do is practice on keeping your back wheel on the ground. When your back wheel is on the ground, it's just so much faster and just better, like in general, everything. So what you're going to try to do is stand up and lean forward right as you see your front about to come up, or whatever it is, like a little divot. You're gonna stand up and lean forwards. It's lean your body forwards. It's gonna help you absorb like the divot, and you're gonna be able to get up and out of that super easy. There's only one example really on this track, and it's right here after this corner. Again with the uphill, you're gonna jump into this little divot right here, and then after there's like a little one, and you just keep standing up and keeping your bike in the divots. It's just a little bit better when your back wheel's in it, still making power, instead of having the back wheel absent from the rut and the divots, and you're not making any power off of that. You can even try it like this right here, where I keep the back wheel in and I get to launch up towards the top of the hill. So just something to kind of practice on, and just try to implement into your skills over time. Alright, my next tip for you guys is that the insides aren't always the fastest. Although in some and most corners they do seem to be the fastest, they aren't going to be always. A lot of tracks, insides can overpower and they can be so much faster than the outsides. But in this track especially, there's some places where you definitely don't want that inside. And I'm going to show you where. With this corner right here, as you jump up into it, outside is by far better, faster, just gives you more power to come down and through this section right here with no problems. And right here outside, this right here I feel like is personal preference, but outside right there is probably a little bit more my favorite. We're going to send it into the whoops. And then right here is another place where the case tip works. And then the outside's a bit faster right there. So just a little bit of areas where the inside is not the fastest and can be improved upon. Like right there, also inside's not faster. I don't know, got a little crossed up. But pretty much everywhere else, the inside is faster. But like I'm saying, there are some corners on some tracks that are just outside's just better to take. Just happens to be the better line. And a tip, for the last tip, it's not really effective on this track, but sometimes you gotta go slower to go faster. So what I'm trying to say here is that it's mostly in technical tracks. So this is why it's the last tip, is because it's for most of the players that can already ride pretty technical. And what you're gonna want to do is go a bit slower into your ruts. Make sure you're hitting your marks instead of just trying to make everything so much more power. Like, I can think of one place on this track that it's effective and works. It'd actually be right down at the bottom of this hill. Like, if you wanted to take this inside right here, make a pass or something, might go. And then you just want to, what I'm basically saying is just make sure to take your time and your line will progress. So say at the beginning of the time I'm running this game, right? Say I do that, right? Say I take the inside that slow, and then I go back, and then the next lap I hit it just a tad bit faster, and then the next lap after that I hit it tad bit faster than I hit it before, and you're gonna find your limit, and you're gonna find what's the fastest. Say I come flying in here, third gear, I have to hit this inside, and I go that slow again. Like, it's not a big deal, but you're gonna keep on learning, you're gonna keep on going, and you're gonna keep on getting a little bit faster until you're able to go like third gear and just launch into like either here to get this inside or whatever it is. So you just, your lines progress as you give it time. So if you're trying to, like, okay, here's a great example. That this next corner right here, if I'm taking my time to go inside, right? And I'm not losing all the time going outside. This loses you so much time right here. Going outside loses so much time that I'm going to take my time and get that inside every single time. Like right here, I'd rather slow all the way down, roll this, and get inside than I would take that outside after going fast. It's just the way to go to save you a bunch of time. I'd say that's maybe 8/10 right there that you're saving a lap. So yeah, and another good tip, kind of just like an extra tip, start on some easier tracks when you're starting to ride. Some of these built-in tracks, like the tracks that come with the game, Washington, Maryland, I'd recommend getting good at those too. Maybe get the James Stewart compound. Really helps you play the game, learn the game, feel how the game works at first, and then you could start moving your way up the tracks. Or what you could do is get a really difficult track and spend hours upon hours trying to get good at that. But it might take a second or two, and you could pretty much be ready to conquer the world after that. So thank you guys for watching. That is it for me. I hope my tips helped. I know a lot of them were, I'm kind of just mumbling my first video. Maybe I might make another in the future. Definitely think about it. Try to think about more tips and tricks to the game to implement. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, comment. Constructive criticism is always welcome on the channel. If you don't like something I said or I did, let me know. I'll try my best to fix it in the future. And yeah, thanks for watching.